organization concentrated so much on the university teaching hospital, like any other, hospitals and clinics?
Yeah, the biggest reason that made us to concentrate on the university teaching hospital is because it's the Zambian biggest referral hospital. That's where you find people from different hospital, different clinic have been referred and traveling all the way from very far district, very far provinces, whereby they need to organize themselves with money. They need to organize themselves with money for food that they will use, transport. Sometimes you'd find that some, they don't have relative support. Some relatives fail to escort them to the hospital where they've been referred because they say that we don't have money. Why should we go with you at the hospital? How are we going to afford to stay in the hospital? So those people suffer a lot. So that's why we had to help those people who are coming from deep villages, because they need a lot of need, and being coming from a deep village, deep district, so we said that it's better we concentrate on this than going to clinic, because clinic you'd find that most people are just people coming from nearby communities. Then they go to the clinic, which is very easy. At least even their neighbor can be able to help them. But what about somebody who's coming from a deep village who doesn't have a neighbor, whereby somebody sick there is also looking for a need, and you also ask, let me ask for a cup of water, or let me ask for a cup of, it becomes difficult. Those people becomes vulnerable. As you are aware that children and women are the most vulnerable in any community in this world. So it's better for the corporate world to come in. The churches, especially the church, because a church is the biggest body in this world. There is no any other body in this world bigger than the church, because a church is from God. So as the church, if the church can encourage its people, encourage the community, encourage the nation to start practicing the corporate social responsibility. A corporate social is really a good responsibility. It's just more like the way we pay tithe. It's very important for somebody to pay tithe in the church, because it means you are making the church to grow. You are also making the pastor to teach the good gospel of Jesus Christ and our Heavenly Father, who is called. You get the point? So it's also the same as the way we pay tithe. It's the same way we should also practice our corporate social responsibility, because we are saving a humanity. It's not like football, whereby a lot of people from different companies come in and then say, let's support football. It's different. Supporting somebody who is completely vulnerable, you are saving life. So people need also to concentrate in the health care. Health care, that's where the needs are needed, because you are saving a human being.
Okay, in the next 5 years, where do we see, hope for human nature generation?
Hope for human nature, it has got a number of good strategies on how we are going to make this organization to be in different provinces, and also to go to rural area where those vulnerable are completely found. So we want to extend to have a lot of branches in Zambia, and we want to network ourselves with most NGOs. Like examples, we can also associate ourselves with Social Workers Association of Zambia, which is a body which looks at about the issues of vulnerability of people living in Zambia. So we want to associate ourselves with those. Society for Poverty Reduction, NGOCC. One thing that you need to be aware, according to our objectives, we've got a number of things that we are doing, but the number one thing that we are doing at the moment is healthcare giving. Then we are also doing on the sensitization of HIV, children in need with special need, and then we're also doing about climate. As you are aware that climate is also one of the most critical things, because with climate change you'd find that people fail to produce good maize so that to feed the country. There are so many things that usually happen. Then apart from your question, let me just drive you, there's one point that I left. When people are suffering in their referral hospital, one thing that you should aware is that even the bedsider who is nursing that person, he may be disabled. The reason is because maybe of BP, high blood pressure, because of that person who is sick, that he can't afford to get the food. Somebody just find that somebody falls down, he dies because of depression. Even the bedside, even the same patient who is there on the bed, he might die because of depression, because he knows that we don't have anything. The person who is nursing me can't get anything from anywhere. So that can also cause disability, because some of the disability are caused by poverty. You see, you are suffering with a certain disease, then a disability can come. You can paralyze. You can just fall down because of thinking about your illness. So you see, so that's why we always talk about corporate social responsibility to be there. We are not supposed just to say that let's go to church every time. Once we go to church, we don't even practice what we do in the church. We supposed to practice. A church supposed to be a biggest organization that should be in the forefront to tell people that let us get into corporate world.
Okay. Yes. There are people that are watching this morning and they would love to partner with you. Where can they find?
We can also attend them using that. You can also get us on, if you go on Facebook, you type Hope for Human Nature Generation, you'll be able to find us, or you can type that in Google, Hope for Human Nature Generation. Then it will open a lot of pages where you see our blogs, you see our Facebook pages. We have put a lot of website. That's why we have put most information about our organization. Our contacts number are there. You can call us, or you can do whatever thing. You can send us a mail. All those things are there. So please, we are asking you, individuals and companies, to start practicing your social responsibility. Share your profit, whatever little profits that you do. Share. If you can't manage, ask for another organization that let's contribute a little and us, and then let's go and help those people. Let us save humanity. Let us not just celebrate. Let's go and celebrate football. Let us go and celebrate boxing. But we forget about saving humanity. How are we going to live as Zambians? As we call ourselves as we are a Christian country, we should practice that Christianity about Zambian is a Christian nation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Inamba, for coming through.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best, even as you continue organizing and mobilizing, people to come and help to participate in the social, responsibility in our communities.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Mr. William Inambao. He's the director. He's coming from Hope for Human Nature Generation. They do help people that are sick, and they are more concentrated on the UTH, because according to him, he's saying it's the biggest, hospital that we have in Zambia, which hosts many people from different, parts of the country. So if you have anything that you can, give to them, so that they can help the people that are suffering right now, because they have identified people that are in need of help. So if you have something that you can give them, it could be you are a company or maybe individuals, you can, you can call, or you can visit, Hope for Human Nature Generation. There you find more information, and then you'll be able to contact them. They'll give you the guidance which you may be in need of. What we'll do, we'll take a short break, and I'm back on the other side. Stay tuned.